Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to share this list with you guys because today I actually have a very interesting topic that I want to share with y'all. So today we are going to discuss some very interesting topics when it comes to top Canadian lesbian series that I will highly recommend you all to go ahead, go watch and support. I want to say if you guys know any other good Canadian series, please drop them down below in the comments. It will be very helpful. So let's get right into the list, and also please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it and not waste any more time. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with Astrid and Lily Save the World. Best friends Astrid and Lily accidentally open a portal to another dimension that unleashes monsters in their world, which means it's up to them to find and wickish them under the guidance of Brutus, a quickly monster himself. They now have to survive both high school and monsters hunting. You can basically see that during this very good series, Candace and Lily have a romance in the series. And the story actually got a lot of, popularity, and it was one of the most viewed parts, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the series, because they have a very interesting story. Just the way they came together, how they knew for them to be together would be difficult, but even when they tried to stay away from one another, there was always something, bringing them back to one another. So this one was very good. And I've actually also done a review regarding the relationship. Just in case you all want to know my opinion on it, I will highly recommend you also go to the channel, type in, in this case, Candace and Lily, and there you will find the storyline. The show was released in 2022 and it is available to watch on Sci-Fi and CTV. Then moving forward, we have Good Witch. Joy is a lesbian throughout the show final season. She has a relationship with firefighter Zoe. They meet in season 7 when Zoe responds to an emergency call of Joy, who is a designer. The relationship develop, over the course of the season. In the series finale, they share a kiss, basically that mark one of a very legendary moment for the series when it comes to LGBTQ, in this case, representation, by officializing their relationship with a romantic, meaning. Featured in the Hallmark Canal, in this case channel original series, the storyline received super form of fans and singled a move of inclusion that, basically mark a very good dimension for the series. Yes, this one was very good. Like I said, if you guys want to follow their storyline, I will highly recommend watching season 7, because there is where everything unrolls and you can see how everything begins from the beginning to the end when it comes to this amazing storyline. I will highly recommend watching it, and they do get a good amount of storyline, and it is available to watch on Hallmark channel, just in case you guys didn't know where to find it. And then moving forward, we have high school. Sarah and Phoebe are in the show. They are best friends who develop a secret romantic relationship, causing frictions within Sarah's twin sister, Tegan. Sarah, in this case, is one of the twin sisters and the main character of the series. Phoebe is a close friend to both twins. However, her relationship with Sarah becomes romantic during a summer, creating distance between the twins, and that actually ends up causing, confusion to the other sister, because she was felt like she was being left out, and she more or likely didn't, like this relationship that the two were building. It is available to watch on Prime Video, and it actually got amazing ratings. It got a 7 out of a 10 rating, and it was released in 2022, and it got 8 episodes available to watch. To be honest, I kind of was disappointed to know that there wouldn't be another season, because I was definitely looking towards to another season. I feel like it had so much potential to be a great series. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why they canceled it. I still don't get why they did cancel it, but we just have to accept things for what they are. And it is what it is. Hopefully in the future we might get a spin-off that will be really nice. And then moving forward, we have Van Helsing. Vanessa is portrayed as queer throughout the show, basically received criticism of how it is developed. Her relationship, the character was involved in a relationship with a woman named Susan. The show also featured a lesbian couple composed on dog and scientist Jolene and tragic nurse, in this case, classic. In season 5, it was 2016, and sci-fi in a world revenge by vampires, when Vanessa wakes up from a coma and realizes that she is immune to vampire bites. She and her group of people struggle to survive. It was released on Netflix and is definitely worth the watch. And one of the reasons why I wanted to include, this relationship is because, like I said, it's super underrated. I do feel like they didn't get, the content, or in this case, the recognition that they deserved, in my personal opinion, because like I said, it's a very, very, you know, even though it does has 5 seasons available, I still do feel like their relationship in specific wasn't giving enough credit. So there's, another reason why I just had to come here and, put it on the list. And if you guys have watched it, also let me know your personal opinion on it. And then moving forward, we have Private Eyes. Danica is a rocky policewoman who works under Detective Kurt's mask. She is later promoted to detective. She is portrayed in this case. Kate is Diana's girlfriend and later wife. The two characters have their wedding in season 4, episode 11, basically titled The Perfect Storm, which originally aired in 2021. The episode sees their wedding guests, stranded on a Bulskova Island by a storm, which leads to a mystery involving a plane crash and mistaken identities. The series got a 7 out of a 10 rating, which is pretty good. And it is basically available to watch on globaltv.com and, if I'm not mistaken, on other platforms as well. Yes, this couple actually do get married. They do have a happy ending. So that is the most important thing. I love and I definitely do enjoy happy ending stories. So this one is definitely that one that, portrays and represents that. So if you guys haven't watched Private Eyes, go ahead, go watch. And this, in this case, if you want to follow them a little bit more, towards their wedding, I would definitely recommend watching it from season 4 or season 3, even in this case. So yes, very good series, highly recommended, and also at the same time, super, super, mega, mega, mega underrated. And then moving forward, we have Orphan Black Echoes. The series features a lesbian storyline with a central plot basically revolving around the relationships between two women. The show is set decades after the original series and continues to, showcase the legacy of the diverse LGBTQ plus representation. Kira, the biological of the original series protagonist Sarah, meaning Kira grows up to be a brilliant scientist who enters into a loving relationship with, in this case, Leonore, that was a professor who fell in love with her. Kiara was, instrumental in her life when Eleanor is diagnosed with a degenerative brain disease. Kira created a dawn of her to, preserve her, in this case, and everything that she was going through. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I have done a review on it. Probably one of my favorite ones on the list. To be honest, I'm very happy with, when they have announced like in this case, a spin-off, from the original Orphan Black. And I definitely did enjoy, watching it. And hopefully, like in the future, we might see another season that will be just truly amazing. I feel like there was no reason for them to, to cancel this one. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Hopefully in the future we can get more similar, or in this case storylines similar to this one's, and one that has emotion, to it, that represents something that will also be truly amazing as well. Yes guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I also want to say, if you guys know any other Canadian lesbian series, please drop them down below in the comments. These were my top picks. If you have other ones that you feel like also have a lot of potential, please drop them down below in the comments. That will be very, very, very much appreciated. And before we go, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and all the support. It definitely doesn't go unnoticed, and I definitely do appreciate it a lot. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Until the next one, and goodbye.